This microcredential deals with plant anatomy and physiology and consists of 5 targeted skills. This targeted skill deals with plant physiology. Plants play an integral part in this world. Plant physiology is the branch of science that investigates the functions or jobs of plant structures. Plants provide oxygen for animals to breathe, help to remove carbon dioxide from the air that animals exhale, and especially provide food in the form of sugars, along with other products needed for life. Understanding plant physiology will allow a person to gain more insight into its important functions as well as its structures. It also gives an in-depth account of all parts and functions performed by each plant structure. Plants capture light energy from the sun to generate sugars, basic food, through photosynthesis. Plants respond to various environmental conditions through changes in growth patterns, life events such as germination in which seeds sprout, flowering, and even occasional movement. They depend on soils for mineral nutrients and water. Biogeochemical cycles can naturally replenish these in soil if conditions permit. Plants contain 2 distinct systems, xylem and phloem. Xylem functions to transport nutrients and water from roots to all parts of the plant. This is called transpiration. Xylem also helps to support plant structure. Movement is driven by transpiration, the loss of water vapor from leaves to the atmosphere. It is also assisted by the water's cohesive and adhesive properties of certain cells clinging together as they move throughout the plant. Water and nutrients can travel unidirectionally or multidirectionally. Transportation methods can be by passive or facilitated diffusion, or active transportation that requires energy for substances to move. Diffusion is the movement of any substance from a region of higher concentration to lower concentration. Movement of substances can also occur by active methods that require energy, such as ATP. Specific membrane proteins called pumps are examples of active transportation. Phloem, a special plant tissue, conducts sugar-rich substances like sucrose that were produced during photosynthesis downward to other parts of the plant. These sugars are mostly stored in roots or fruit. Phloem also supports the main plant structure. Photosynthesis is vital to almost all living things on Earth as the main source of sugars, that is plant food, and oxygen. The process takes place within chloroplasts through light-dark reactions using pigments such as chlorophyll, the green pigment, and other pigments called carotenoids that include orange and yellow pigments. The equation for photosynthesis is seen here. Carbon dioxide gas plus water plus sunlight energy chemically react to produce a simple sugar that is food plus oxygen gas released into the air as a byproduct. Food comes originally from photosynthesis. Food is either a plant itself or an animal that has ingested plants or other animals. Animals breathe in oxygen gas while exhaling carbon dioxide gas. Plants take in carbon dioxide and convert it back to oxygen through photosynthesis and release it into the atmosphere. Plants create their own food during photosynthesis in order to survive in their environment by harnessing carbon dioxide from the air to produce sugars as energy sources, plus oxygen gas. Respiration is sort of the opposite of photosynthesis. Respiration in plants involves using sugars and oxygen produced during photosynthesis to create energy for their own growth when sunlight is not available. While photosynthesis occurs primarily within leaves and stems, respiration takes place on leaves, stems, and roots. Plants contain internal conditions which help them to adapt to their surroundings. These include carbon dioxide concentration in their leaves, positioning of stems or roots, or movement and retention of water. Plant hormones play an essential role in relaying messages throughout plants. They can cause certain reactions to occur to promote growth and development, reproduction, and defense. Plant roots, stems, leaves, and flowers play vital roles in keeping it and many other organisms alive and flourishing. It is important to understand how plant anatomy and physiology work hand in hand to provide food and oxygen for living things, especially animals, while also removing some wastes from the environment.